Camping, hiking, nature. Who doesn't love the thought of being completely disconnected from everything and spending some time enjoying the great outdoors? It's a hobby that helps improve your health by getting in those steps. Helps lower the blood pressure, lessens your chance of heart disease, improves balance, strengthens your core. It's even been said to lower your stress. No downsides, right? Well, there's the fact that over 600,000 people a year go missing in the U.S., according to the Sierra Club. But very often, these people are found alive, if not well, and the story has a happy ending. As a person who is an avid hiker and spent a few years doing search and rescue work, I know to always make sure that I am well prepared before I head out and do anything. Water? Check. Phone charged? Check. Extra phone battery charged? Check. GPS system separate from my phone? Check. Flashlight separate from my phone? Check. But no matter how well prepared you are for a long hike, there isn't much you can do to prepare yourself for being transported to another dimension. There's an area northeast of Hong Kong known as Sai Kung East Park. It's a beautiful area for hiking and enjoying nature. A quick look at all the trails can show you how big the area really is. There are many trails to choose from, all varying levels in hiking experience. It may all seem innocent enough at first glance, but some believe that the area is a portal to another dimension because of bad feng shui. I'll get to the feng shui later, but for now, think of it as another Bermuda Triangle. Our story starts in September of 2005. It was reported that an off-duty police officer decided to go hiking on the trails of Sai Kung. During his hike, he got lost and dialed 999 for assistance. The dispatcher that answered asked the man to look for the nearest marker and relay the coordinates on the marker so they could send someone to find him. The man relayed the coordinates he saw, but the dispatcher wasn't able to locate them on their maps. While they were trying to find the man, his phone went dead. To this day, that man has never been found. One disappearance hardly justifies an elaborate story about portals to another dimension, but the very next month something a little more worrying happened. A group of 5 hikers set out on a youth project test. One of these hikers was a Boy Scout leader in charge of the trip. The hiking trip started at the trailhead of Maclos Trail Section 3. The group hiked for a while, but when the group got near the last known location where the policeman vanished, the Boy Scout leader started to not feel so well. After resting for a bit, the Scout leader told the 4 others to go on without him, and he would catch up. At some point in the trip, the others realized that the Scout leader was not catching up to them and got worried. They called the police. 2 days later, the dead body of the Scout leader was found near the trail. Now we skip ahead to 2009. A man reported to be a bus driver told his family he would be going out for a hike in Sai Kung. When the man failed to return from his hike, his family called his cell phone. Much to their surprise, the man did not answer. Instead, the phone was answered by a fisherman. The fisherman explained that he found a cell phone in a plastic bag and removed the SIM card so he could use it in his phone. To this day, the body of the bus driver has not been discovered. 2011 gives us another instance of a hiker gone missing. This hike was last known to be in the Pak Tam area of the park. At some point, the hiker became lost and dialed 999 for help. During the call, the hiker's signal dropped and he was not heard from again. These are just a few notable instances of people gone missing while hiking in Sai Kung. Investigators that looked at these cases found they all had something in common. They all took place in the far northeast of Sai Kung, the area that some believe to be a doorway to a parallel world. There are many notable examples of places like this around the globe. The one you are probably most familiar with is the Bermuda Triangle, or the Devil's Triangle if you prefer a more dramatic title. Many aircraft and ships have been reported missing from the location. There is the Bennington Triangle, located in the state of Vermont, with hikers disappearing as early as 1945. There is the Dragon's Triangle, or the Devil's Seas, just off the coast of Japan. Let's see, we got a Michigan triangle, a Matlock triangle. Really, the list goes on, but my point is places like this can be found all over. What makes this place unique to me was the paranormal reason people attributed to the disappearances. It seems that region of Sai Kung is home to an ancient settlement dating back 30,000 years. Details were scarce about these settlements, but one site states that places like this would easily fall into an imbalance between yin and yang, ancient places where significant life events have happened and where the cycles of decay and formation have occurred. They could result in yin energies taking charge if the cleansing process had not been done properly. The example they lay out is that of an abandoned house. At first, the house is still in good shape because it was taken care of for years. This is representative of yang energy. But over the weeks, months, and years, it slowly falls into disrepair because there's no one there to keep things in order. This represents yin energy. And this is the imbalance of energy that some believe caused the bleeding over of another dimension or timelines into the present-day area of Sai Kung. It is important to note here that Sai Kung is visited by a large amount of people every day, and the strange disappearances that happen are far few and in between. I'm not here to convince you of anything, I just like a good story, but if you plan a trip to Sai Kung, I would say treat your trip with respect. Be prepared for being in the outdoors, pack appropriately, check the weather, never leave the trail, and be careful of other dimensions.